change the output text for a single purl or knit stitch to just use the letter P or K. So in previous versions of Stitch Mastery, the default was for a single knit stitch or a single purl stitch to be indicated by just the letter P or K. And we ran a survey in 2017 of Stitch Mastery users, and one of the questions we put was, what do you prefer? Do you prefer just the letter P? Or, so similarly to a greater number of stitches, as you see here at the end of my row 4, we have purl 4, you have P4. Most people responded that they preferred to have the number indicated rather than just the letter. So that was the change to the default. But it's very easy to change this if you prefer just to have the letter on its own. This is done through using a user text template. So we'll come to Preferences. I'm using Stitch Mastery on a Windows machine at the moment, and Preferences can be found under the Tools menu, but if you're using a Mac, you'll find Preferences under the Stitch Mastery menu in the top left. That's Mac standard. So open Preferences, open the drop down menu and select Style Sheets, and as I mentioned, it's the text template that we're interested in. So as you can see here, I don't have a user text template saved on my machine, and you can't edit the default templates. So what I'm going to do is duplicate the default text template in English, and I'll just name it Hannah's text template. And in this you find a lot of different things that you can change, but we're focusing on the single stitch. So under row contents, we want to select the stitch template for a condensed single, and if we hover over, you'll see it says stitch condensed format single stitch for knit and purl, and in the preview we'll see that we have the stitch display string and then the number 1. So it's that number 1 we want to get rid of. So I'm going to pop over to Edit and then simply erase. So using the backspace or the delete button, erase that number, click OK, we'll click Apply and Close, and you can see that my text template is now appearing in my selection of style sheets, and I'm going to set that as the default. We'll click Apply and Close. Now for the chart that I currently have open, I need to tell Stitch Mastery that I've changed the library I want to use, or changed the template I want to use. So we come to Diagram and Edit Diagram Properties, choose the Stitch Library and Text Templates option, and in the drop down menu for this one I'll choose Hannah's text template. I'm going to select Refresh Text and Key, although it doesn't actually make any great difference for this change. And you can now see that where we have a single purl or a single knit, they are represented in the output text only by the letter and not the number.